Okay, here we have the 3 new additions to the aftermarket parts for the Tranzite Carbon Hybrid. The first one is the base truck top plate made of carbon fibre. I'll go through that in a second. These are your motor guards made of 3D printing with all the Tranzite insignia in there, beautifully made with the aerated holes. And this is the STEEZE Lights front bracket with a new angle adjustment, and we'll go through that in a second, show you how you fit that on the front. I go for a Velcro attachment method, so I can Velcro it off and then leave the board as it is and put it on when I need it. And they're all soft, you can knock them, hit them, walk on them, bash them. They're all flexible, but they're a really high quality bracket. Yeah, beautifully done. So let's go through and show you each one and talk about the benefit of each. The description field will show you the prices of these, so you can go through those and have a look. So the base plate, truck top plate, there you go. Look at that close up. It's all carbon fibre etched, water jet blasted, laser cut. It is a really high quality piece of engineering, beautifully done. Look, just to show you how it sounds like. Feels like it's actually metal, but it's actually full carbon fibre. That will be going on the back plate just there. We need to get that angle for the lights. Just beautifully designed. Really is a gorgeous bracket system. The STEEZE Lights originally came with these snap-on little adjustments that click on here, as you see, and they honestly are great to hold these in, and they feed across the front of the actual bracket. And hold it in, but I'm not sure if they're still coming with the STEEZE Lights. Just check with obviously a phaser and also Tranzite. But if you don't have them, it doesn't matter. They're such a tight fitting now on this. I'll just show you how good that fits. When you go in here with the STEEZE Lights, they fit in beautifully. Look at this. And it is just beautiful. Just fits. Doesn't move at all. Not one single bit. Yeah, gorgeous. So they'll be sitting on the front, but obviously this thing just snaps in here. If you have them, and they come from obviously Hank Wang is the godfather of torches, and he there you go, snap on into there, and he actually is one of the best designers of torches in the world. Supplies 90% of the military around the world. You can't compare this torch to anything else. It's like 5,600 lumens on each of the on the Carcac lenses. Yeah, they just are the world's #1 light torch emission. You can't get better than that. So they'll be going on the front. So let's go through and take you through now how we actually assemble it all and do it all, and yeah, get into it straight away. Okay, so when you do this, I'd advise getting yourself some industrial engineering Allen keys. The yellow's obviously Imperial and the red's metric. So Eduardo's using on these particular trucks is obviously a Imperial 1/8. You can see it fits really well. That's what you want on this. Let's take it off, put the plate on, and I'll talk to you about the tensioning of this and if it's going to crack or break, and that's not going to happen, but we'll just show you that now and we'll take you through the process. I'll just undo this now. Okay, so straight away we're going to take off the wheel. That's just quickly done. There's a little trick I want to talk to you about these direct drives. This is really, really important. Okay, so what we do is when you tighten these things, and this is something you need to know, if you tighten too much on these direct drives, you're pulling, and I'll just take it off to show you what I'm talking about. Because I thought you just could tighten and tighten and tighten these things to your heart content, but you actually are pulling the outside rotor tighter by doing that. So I'll just take this off, take the speed washer off, you can see there. Now if you notice the setup on here and have a little look at this, you'll notice there's a center prong coming out, which you need all the time for your obviously your hub nut design for any wheel that goes on, and you've got your prongs on your ABAC core. Obviously if I was going to design this, I would have had the prongs going through and individually, or something having the bolts that pull the wheel onto the prongs. But when you actually are tightening on this hub nut, you're essentially pulling the stator further up and pushing the rotor, effectively doing that and that. Okay, so doing that and that. And by pulling that, you start to make friction on the motor. So if you tighten it too much, that doesn't spin as well and then gets hot. So that's why my motor's got a bit hot on the long range, because I had it pretty tight. Now you just do it to a point where it's firm, and that's why a good locking nut is critical for this particular design skateboard, and you really do need to have that particularly just precariously neatly tight and not too tight. And you can tell by when you spin them that they spin nicely like that, where there's nothing on them. And when the wheel goes on, you make sure they spin the same amount once you've tightened the hub nut. Let's move on with the actual motor guards. Let's put them on and show you. Right, here they are, beautifully designed, really are an amazing little invention. Protect them, mine are brand new, have never been bottomed out. So let's have a look. The way they go on is quite simply they go on like this, right? So there's no trick to it, they're just sitting like that. And you wedge them down till they fit in, and look at that, it just fits like a dream. Really beautiful. You can't be better than that. You can see the gap in there as you see through the side. You can see a nice gap, so it's really, not only does it look good, but it really does aerate these motors and cool them, fan them. And then all you just do is put the wheel back on. I'll show you that now. Making sure you line up your spacer, and then you line up your ABAC bearings. And last of all, the ABAC prongs. That's it. Now you can see now, that's what you do to get it on. Put your speed washer on. I always like to put on mine the right way, so that's the way I put it on. And we'll put the nut on. Now, this is what I'm talking about now, so watch carefully. You turn it round, keeping a great eye on when it actually hits home, as you can now feel it. And we're getting close now, because it slowly, gradually pulls in. And when you can actually keep going and going. So you can see now it's still spinning pretty good, but not as good. So you back it off a bit, like there, and it's spinning a lot better, but yet you still can't move the wheel on the hub nut bolt or the ABAC prong. So that's what we want. We want that kind of spin. And that's it. So there you go. That's one on. We'll do the other one. I'll show you how it looks. I'll just show you a bit closer this time so you can see. Just give that a wiggle. There you go. Take the speed washer out. Right, so here we see again this amazing motor guard product. Again, you can see the little spaces there. So simply there's a dead end, obviously one end, and one's an open end. That end, the open end goes on top, so they just goes on like that. It fits like absolutely perfection, pushes in like that, and then you just put your spacer in the right spot so you can guide the, there we go, and then you get it into the core. No, not there. There we go, we're in. Again, make sure the speed washer goes on the right way. There's a rounded edge and a flat edge. Now what I want to show you again is just the way you tighten this. Really important. I mean, you just don't want to over tighten these direct drive. This goes for any direct drive, including the STEEZE EBoards and the Carve labs. Now at this point now, just give it a hit down like that. It's going in. That's getting close now. You really don't want to tighten them too much. And that is it. So keep them so you can get a nice spin on them. And they're not going to go anywhere. And as long as it doesn't wobble or move, which it doesn't, you don't want them over tightened. So that's the rear motor guard assembly. Look at that. How cool does that look? and we'll give a demo when they spin. Right, now we're going to put on the back base plate on here, the Tranzite, just sit it right there, and that's going to just finish off nicely. Yeah, it's just a very impressive little upgrade, really. Look at that, just beautiful. And this is a high performance board, guys. If you are a advanced rider and you're pushing it like I do, you want something to actually perform at the highest level, this is the board for you. I want to just show you something on this deck. I love this carbon deck. Look at it. It's like a piece of art. The carbon fiber, it's like a Formula One race car. It's such, you want to just wall art this thing and put it on a wall. You don't want to even ride it. But now look at the edge on this. You can see there, the edge on this lip. Now if you notice it goes, I'll try and get the right angle there. It goes flat along here, then it sort of dips in here and then goes up. So what happens, guys, that is the most perfect setup. Your back foot goes here, and the crease on your toe through your shoe and the crease on your big toe and your little toes just sits over that, and you can feel that slide in that little area there, that pocket, and that's how you carve. So you can grab your toes around when you're doing really radical carving. Even through a Vans shoes you can feel that, and it is just a beautiful lip on that. It's one of the nicest lips I've seen on any carbon fiber deck, and makes for ultimate carving. And I just absolutely love this board. This deck is just, it makes me look good. I mean, it really is an incredible machine. Okay, let's get this plate on. Okay, so normally I use my little ratchet, which I can use straight on here with this particular truck bolt, but because of the direct drive, you've got to use a little baby shifter, get in there just to loosen this one, because you really can't access it with the motors. So I'll just take this one off, just like that. There's a little flat washer under there as well, so you put the flat washer and the nut there. And because you're putting the whole plate on, you've got to pretty much take them all off. So let's take the other one off as well. Okay, so take the two awkward ones off first. And once you've done that, you can then actually, you'll have to, because the motor truck will come straight off if you don't. Put it down flat like that. And now you'll work from underneath and take these top ones off here. Okay, so Eduardo hasn't actually Loctite these, which is good, so you can get them off pretty straightforward. Again, just make sure you keep the flat washer, which is just stuck a little bit to the carbon fiber. Be very careful at this point, because the whole truck can actually come off now, and you really don't want that to happen. So just be very gentle with this last one. You can hold that last one, not put it down, and put it through the plate. You don't need anything there at all, no washer. Put the flat washer back on in the same spot as it was. Right, we'll come back when I've got these all on, and I'll show you how you tighten them. Right, so you've got to slide the nut with your finger over the hole, and then just thread this through until it catches the thread, because that's it. Yeah, because you've got no room to put anything in there. Right, let's tighten her up, and let's see how she looks. Wow. And I've found that by putting that little shifter behind the back, it's a much better way of tightening them. We get them pretty tight, and then we'll tighten them up on top. Okay, and you definitely can give them a pretty good tighten. That's pretty tight. Tight. Yeah, so not going to go anywhere. There you go. So how does that look? Pretty good. Okay, and the last obviously aftermarket additional extra part you can put on is the STEEZE Lights. Here they are. This is the bracket system, and look how it fits. Just check this out. It fits in there like a glove between those little, as you can see, between the little bolts heads. It just fits in like that beautifully. Look at that. So you can self-adhese with this incredibly powerful from Phaser, not 3M stuff. This you won't get off. Once it's on, you won't get it off. But the point is, do you want that permanently on your board? And probably I don't. For when I don't want to ride at night, I just take that off, rip it off the Velcro, and I've got a little bit of Velcro here, which is pretty cool. And then you've got the aesthetics of the plain deck. And it can just take it off in one go with the lights, and it's one big package in your pocket. Put it back on again, bang. So I'm just going to put some 100% alcohol on there, clean it all, and we'll put the Velcro, the smooth, soft fur on here, and then we're going to attach the super, well, it is actually heavy-duty grip hook. You'll see what I mean. It's super, super powerful. Let's get that done. Okay, so once you've cleaned that with isopropyl alcohol, you then got to mark this actual soft Velcro. The best way I've found of doing it to get that to cut around the trucks and the actual nuts, the best and easiest way without a doubt is to put it upside down, put it down, and then trace around here with a pen, and you get that shape of where to cut. So you can see them there, just where to cut them. And we'll cut them out now, and we'll show you how to attach it. It'll look really good. Okay, so now you've cut those out. You can see the shape of it. It's going to fit there really nice. So make sure the right way, that's the way. And we're going to put that down now, and I'll show you how we line that up. It's pretty good. So you take it back. It's very powerful, this Velcro. This is from Bunnings, and it is super sticky. So you got one shot at this, and you've got to get it right. There we go. That's it. And you can see now that there's a gap, there's a little bit of a hole in the middle. Don't push too hard there. But yeah, that looks pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with that. Looks pretty good actually. Okay, now all you got to do is attach the hook. Look at this hook. It's not like your normal Velcro. See how fine that is and straight it is, and perfectly lined up. It's crazy powerful Velcro. So you just attach this now. I recommend using Phaser's self-sticky 3M as another stick, so they'll be stick to stick, and that's what I'll be using. Just trace it out again. We'll do that right now, and we'll cut it out in the middle to get out. But look at this when I pull it back. It's all got fiberglass in there. It's crazy powerful. So let's get this lined up now. And this goes on top of here. So we just pull that one off like that, and be very careful to line this up exactly spot on, which I've done. There we go, all done. Pretty cool. Okay, so once you've got it all on, we put the STEEZE lights on, which you just open up like that and just squeeze them on and push them through like that. They lock in. Look at that. Now, it's quite simple. That's your board you normally ride with. If you're riding normally, you're just out partying during the day. And then when you want to go into a night ride, you pull this out of your pocket, all ready to go, and you just put it on like that, and you just twist it a couple of times like that, and believe me, they ain't gonna go anywhere. Look at that. And just turn them on, and there you got your full-on headlights. and they are 10,000 nearly lumens. It's ridiculous. The throws at the full size of a football field. So hope you liked today's quick little video, guys, on the STEEZE Light Bracket adjustment with the Velcro. You got your rear truck mount base plate carbon fibre and your motor guards aerating vortex cooling. There you go. Okay, guys.